here is that cabinet. All the books sorted. There's actually 2 cabinets. There's this one, and then I also have this one that has books in it too, and then just like those like zipper pocket bag things and a ton of clipboards. And then here's all the books up here. So this is the 2 cabinets of books. Some of them have cute labels because they are the cute labels that I used last year in 1st grade when the kids had access to the books. I had like the cute picture labels, these ones. Any of the ones that I didn't have a cute label for, I literally just stuck a sticky note on. I have a label maker that my mom got me off of my Amazon wish list that I probably will just go through and make these all uniform with a label maker label. I just, when I was up here the other day, just needed some way to organize them and have them labeled so I knew what they were. And I had no time to like really worry about it. So, and they're hidden behind the cabinet anyways, so I'll get to it when I get to it. So like up here we have animal books, and then like if the arrow is pointing that way, it means they're the same as the animal ones. So a bunch of animal books, farm animal books, SEL and imagination are in these 2. And then over here we have like all the books that have a reading buddy. So like I have Llama Llama Red Pajama. I think I have like If You Give a Moose a Muffin, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, all of those in there. Historical people. So I have like Hidden Figures, and then I think there is like a Martin Luther King Jr. book. There is a Einstein book in there. So those are like historical people. And then math books. And then these 2 are not labeled because they weren't labeled in my 1st grade classroom either. They're all of my chapter books. And then I have like the food group books that I could find. I think there's more somewhere in here. And then like miscellaneous books that didn't really go with any of these. Then over here I have fall and Halloween, winter, spring, and then in the spring I have like the spring holidays. So I have Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day and all of those just in the spring one. As well as like winter has Christmas and stuff, and then fall obviously it like has Halloween and those kinds of things. Then I have food specific books, science books, Fly Guy, Pete the Cat, Pig the Pug, How to Catch, and Dr. Seuss. So like these were the ones that I had. I have like a bunch in the series, so they have their own bin. So that is how I did that. I think I like it for now. It's hidden away, so I don't really have to like love it. I think it's fine. It's not taking up too much space. I could even like organize that a little better. I need to get the clock out and get it hung anyways, so there'll be more room down there. And then my clipboards I think are fine here for now. I want to just stop right there for a second. So what I am doing right now is going through this cabinet that has all of the composition notebooks in it, and it had some like loose leaf paper and packaged construction paper. I think I need this for storage for like pretend and play stuff, sensory table stuff, light table stuff. So all of the like extra supply storage is either gonna go in these cabinets over here, or I have a cabinet out in the hallway that I can use for extra storage as well. So right now what I'm doing is separating the composition notebooks to regular lined notebooks, like wide ruled, and then the primary writing lines. And then these are also the primary writing lines, but these have the picture space. So I'm separating those as I go through them up here. And that way we can just have them separated. So when we run out of room in one journal, we can go quickly grab another one. Okay, so this is everything that was in here. I'm gonna go see what room I do have in that cabinet out in the hallway to see if I can move some of this stuff out there right away, or if that's gonna be a whole nother organizing task, because I honestly have not even looked in there. So, and then once I get this out of here, figure out where it's going, all of these like extra sensory things and manipulatives that are my personal manipulatives, I think are gonna go in here. Could have gone in this one, but that one is just such a mess and I don't want to clean it right now. So this one was like an easy one to organize and organize the supplies and have them in one spot. So we're gonna move that stuff here after I figure out where this stuff is going. Okay, I'm out in the collaboration space. Oh, okay, it's not too bad. I don't know where the lock thing, there it is. Okay. So, looks like we have some more stem bin stuff. Those are like the little paint lids and the paint cups for our easels. We've got some pretend and play food and things, so I will actually need to bring that into the classroom. And like pretend and play cups and things. Legos for the Lego table. And then it looks like some puzzles. So the whole bottom is empty and the whole 2 top shelves are empty. So I think the 2 top shelves is where I'm gonna put the extra composition notebooks. And we will also need this to store like Kleenex and things when the kiddos bring supplies to meet the teacher. So I wanna leave this stuff down here empty, but I think I'm gonna move the composition journals up here for now. Out in the hallway now, I wanted to show y'all how I organized these now that I got all the composition notebooks out of there. So I decided to move up all of the stuff that was, because I couldn't see these when they were up here. So I just decided to move all of this stuff up here. And then I'll use my stepladder if I need to access it. And then we have our packaged colored construction paper, manila paper, and lined paper. And then I have these all separated, wide ruled primary lines, and then the primary lines with the picture space down there. And then down here, all the food and stuff for pretend and play still is in here and all this stuff. So I still left the bottom 2 empty like I was talking about, or bottom 3 empty like I was talking about for when kids bring supplies in. But that's what that's looking like. did the numbers. So I wanted to kind of circle back and explain what we did and why more of it's done than what you saw. So when we were here last week, it's gonna drive so many people crazy because it's not centered with the board, and I understand it drove me crazy for a little bit too, but let me tell you what's wrong with this. So the board is not centered between these two boards. So when we started setting this up, we tried to split center with the board because you would think that'd be center of the room. It is not center of the room because the board is not centered on the wall. So we kind of started with that, but then we were like, that's not centered anyways, doesn't really matter. So we kind of had spaced, like 6 to 10 were spaced with masking tape, like a masking tape width between each number. And that was too big of a space. So then we did like a pencil width between each poster, and I liked that better. Even though the space here and the space here are not even, I still like the way that they look next to each other the best that way. So that's just something, it's a hill I'm gonna have to die on, something I'm gonna have to get over. It'll be fine, it's okay. Then I know another thing that's gonna annoy people is we did not count right and we did not split center evenly, like exact even. So there are 6 numbers over here, 0 through 5, and there are 5 numbers over here, 6 through 20. So, because the spacing issue, that's a hill I'm just going to die on. I'm just going to deal with it. I think it's fine. Doesn't bother me. That's all that matters. So then while I was here last week by myself, I didn't film it because I was by myself listening to a podcast, trying to get things done. I also put up this purple, fabric. I think it kind of ties into all the pastel and like the purple on the rug looks good with the purple up there. I think it also looks really good from back here, like even to my eye, not just on camera. But if you go up really close, you can see where like I cut, and you can kind of see the board under, like it probably needs border around it. Again, I don't really know that it matters to me too much. This one is a little bit worse and it's closer to my desk, but again, like you can see more over here where there's no fabric. You can see like a little bit down here. It looks a little unfinished, but I also don't really know if I care. We got to pick and choose our battles in classroom setup, and I don't know if that's a battle that I want to mess with. So, other than that, the rest of the room is a mess, and this is how I left it the day that y'all just saw that footage. All right, y'all, the last thing that we decided to do today was put up my colors and shapes on this tall cabinet by the bathroom. We debated on where we were going to put these in the room for a while. I couldn't decide if they should go in the front or back of the room, or maybe even on the cabinets under the green wall, but I wanted them to be accessible and somewhere that I could easily refer to them as I was teaching as well. I also wanted them to be eye level for the kiddos to be able to see easily. So that is why I chose to put them pretty low on this cabinet as well. All right, y'all, well, that is going to be it for today's video. I am so glad we were able to get some organizing done today, as well as some fun stuff like the bulletin board fabric on those boards. In the next video, I'm going to have footage of us putting up the border on the boards and a lot more organizing as well. Using the fabric on the bulletin boards is definitely my favorite hack when it comes to classroom setup. Let me know, are there any hacks that you use to make classroom setup easier for you? I would love to hear them in the comments. But with that, that is going to be it for today, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.